Hi, this is Tammy, and I am back with my third part of my video for my project, which is for the home decor on Christmas with a Cricut. For today I'm doing an unfinished tissue box, and I'm going to decorate it up with these cute adorable penguins that came off of the Christmas cheer cartridge. Right now I'm going to be changing over and using the companion cartridge for the week, which is the Plantin School Book. Now with the Plantin School Book, one of the features I really like about this cartridge is the end cap feature. And you can see that it has creative buttons that say end capped and end capped shadow. With these creative buttons, you can use these features down here that start with the apple. It goes the apple, the flower, goes on to a thought box, a star, heart, a circle, a tag, has a scallop, and then it's got a landscape, which is really cool. And each of those features will do the end cap. And then you can use all of the letters in between to basically make a sign or a tag or a nameplate, anything that you want, but just by putting an end cap with spelling out the letters in between. So here's an example of one. As you can see up here on my bulletin board, I took that is from Plantin School Book, and I've got the flowers on both sides and I spelled hello. So that's just an example of another one. But today we're going to use the end cap feature with our circle, and I'm going to spell out bless you for the side of my tissue box. You can use the space if you want to use more than one word on this. So I'm going to go I-O-U. And as you can see here, I have the circle that starts my end cap. Then I have my word in between, and I'm going to hit Shift and the circle again to close it. And you'll see that it puts the other half circle facing the other way. It kind of looks like a skinny Pac-Man. And I am wanting to, for my size, use my fit to length button. Because if you look at my tissue box, I want my little sign to fit in between my two penguins. And by looking at my measuring tape that I have there, looks like I want about 5.5 inches. Now to get a 5.5 inch tag, 5 3/4 or so, in order to get that length, I don't know what my height needs to be. And as we all know, the Cricut size is measured by height. But this time I'm going to tell my Cricut that I want my piece, my image, to fit, let's go 5 3/4, to fit in a 5 3/4 length, not height, but length. So I've got 5 3/4 fit to length. A lot of people don't realize that that's that simple to do. So now that I've got it all together, I have my blade in the right position for my pink paper, and I am about to cut. It's telling me that it's 1 1/4 inch tall in order to get that length. So you'll see that it does the end cap first, which is my half circle on one side. And then each time it cuts a letter, it's going to go up and above and cut a line so that the whole piece comes out as one. It's almost like welding it. It shouldn't take it long. We're done. So I'm going to go back now, and I want to do my shadow. So very easy to do because I already have everything programmed in. I'm going to turn off this feature and turn on my shadow. Now this time I'm going to turn my fit to length off because I know what size I want it. It told me that I want it at 1 1/4, okay? And so that 1 1/4 will make sure that my shadow fits, and I'm simply going to come over here and hit repeat all. And by hitting the repeat all, it gives me my entire image again, yet instead of cutting it out with the letters, it's going to cut it out in shadow. And this one I always find very interesting to use. Now, one interesting feature that a lot of people may not know is, what if you forgot the size that your image was cut at? All you have to do is simply hit the fit to length again, okay, put it to the size that you had it, which we had it at 5 3/4. Oops. And I don't want to have to press cut for it to calculate the size for me. All you simply have to do is hit the word OK, and it will calculate and tell you again that in order to get 5 3/4, it will cut at 1 1/4 in height. Okay, so then you would simply go back down and change it to the 1 1/4 and turn your fit to length off. Okay, and that's going to give you a perfect shadow to shadow this. Now, you could have left the fit to length on, but it would not have worked for your shadow, because it would have given you a shadow to fit that length also. So that's why you turned your fit to length off. Okay, so I hope everybody understands that. So now I am ready to cut for my shadow. And the interesting thing that I find about this particular one is, you see how it's cutting one line on the top, one line on the bottom, one line on the top, one line on the bottom, instead of cutting the whole image, because it doesn't have to cut any of the letters out. Simply, you would think it would just cut a big oval tag, basically. But it does that because it's counting the letters that you have on there, so that it makes the shadow perfect size to fit behind the image you just cut. So there we go. Take it over to my table. Okay, and you'll see that I have my shadow, which is right here. And my bless you. I like how this one cuts it all out. The letters are all in there, and they're connected. You don't have to worry about the centers of any O's or anything like that. And it makes it really easy, especially when you're doing projects like the decoupage. So we've got that one. And I'm going to let that down for just a minute. While I punch out my black piece. I'm using coordinations paper for my black, and it's the gemstone, which is real shiny pearlescent looking, but it is a thicker paper. So there we go. I can move that over now. So now you can see that I have this piece, and my bless you will fit perfectly over it. Okay, and that's how you do end caps. So if anybody has any questions, just let me know. I hope everybody understood that little demonstration. Okay, thanks so much.